And welcome back, everyone, to our continuing coverage of this unprecedented in the nation's capital and American history. In fact, joining us now is South Carolina Republican Representative Nancy Mace. Thank you so much for your time tonight on what has no doubt has been a harrowing day. Walk us through how this day has unfolded from your vantage point and how you've been feeling.
Yeah, this is an enormously sad day for our nation. I was in the chamber for the joint session of Congress that Vice President Mike Pence presided over. And on my way back to my office in the Cannon building when we recessed for the objectors to debate the Arizona Electoral College, the Cannon office building where I'm located was evacuated because there was a threat at the Republican headquarters. And we find out a few hours later that it was actually a pipe bomb that was delivered to Republican headquarters just a short distance from my office building. When we were able to go back to our offices after that, we were immediately put into a lockdown situation. We've not been able to come or go from our offices since that lockdown hours ago because of the violent protesters who stormed the Capitol building. Someone died tonight as a result of these protests, and I am trying to communicate to my colleagues in Congress that rhetoric has real consequences. And in fact, when I came up here this weekend with my children for my swearing in, I actually put them on the first plane home on Monday morning because I was worried about what might happen today because of the rhetoric that we've been hearing. And it has real legitimate consequences. Lives are at risk, and it's unacceptable. It's un-American. These are not protests. This is anarchy, and it needs to stop.
Representative Mace, Tom Yamas here from ABC News Live. What is your message going to be to your fellow Republicans who are going to continue to object and debate whether Joe Biden won the election?
They need to stop, and it needs to stop right now. I am discouraged when I hear my colleagues communicate that they are going to continue to object. Everyone in the chamber knows that this is a futile effort. Millions of people were misled to believe that President Trump could be president after today's vote on the Electoral College. Today's vote is just an administrative procedure. It's ceremonial. We can't overturn the election of 50 states who've certified their electors. We don't have that power or authority. Any member of Congress does. Millions of people were misled that the vice president could single-handedly overthrow the results of an election where 50 states certified that election. And Vice President Pence, God bless him, communicated that this morning that just isn't the case. And I think that certain members of the fringe right in my party set expectations so high, that emotions ran so high, that they were willing to storm the Capitol violently, attacking the police, law enforcement. We're supposed to be the party that is the party of law and order. We're supposed to be protecting our police. It's discouraging, it's saddening, it's disheartening. I'm heartbroken, but I'm angry too.
And just one more question for you. How much culpability do you feel that the president deserves for what has played out today?
Well, I said earlier today he needed to get off Twitter and get on the television and communicate peace to the American people. We need to have a timeout on the talk about voter fraud. I'm someone who supported the president. I believe there was fraud in the election, but the violence that we saw today, the lives that were put at risk, someone died tonight as a result of these protests. We needed to stop it. We need to end it. He needs to urge the American people to end this peacefully and to go home tonight. We need to get back to the business of Congress, and we need to do it in a peaceful and safe manner. I don't feel safe to go back to my hotel tonight. I'm probably not going back tonight. I'll probably stay, on my couch in the office tonight because it's not safe to be out there. I was out on the street yesterday evening to get dinner, and I was accosted. I was threatened online on social media. Someone wanted to shoot me last week. This isn't okay. The rhetoric has got to stop.
A congresswoman in this country who doesn't feel safe going back to her hotel tonight. Representative Mace, we thank you so much for your time. Glad that you're safe.
Thank you.
I'm a TurboTax Live expert, ready to assess even the most unique